Hi everyone, Gareth and Charlotte here from the MLP Law Employment and Immigration team. We work with a number of clients in various sectors who have concerns about the impact of Brexit on their workforce, particularly because they have a high concentration of EU workers, thinking about industries like hospitality, construction and the public sector. Charlotte's our immigration specialist and she's going to take us through a few points to consider for employers in those sectors.
Yeah, so no one could have escaped the talk of Brexit and what this means for EU citizens' rights. Like Gareth says, there are a number of sectors where the workforce has a higher concentration of EU workers, and they are things like hospitality, construction and other sectors like that. Employers are being sort of pushed a bit by the Home Office to inform their staff about the changes that are coming up for their status in the UK. So there's been a lot of talk about EU workers are going to have to register for a new settlement scheme, and that this is meant to be easy and a light touch, sort of regulation-free way of confirming their rights in the UK. The Home Office published last week a guidance for employers and trying to get employers to pass the information on to their employees through posters, leaflets and other things like that. Employers already have a large burden, they're already tied up with a lot of regulation around employment law and a lot of sort of right to work checks, and will naturally be concerned about how can we get this information out to our employees and also how can we look at the effect on our business. So I've had to think about the sort of top 3 tips for employers. So firstly, employers with a high concentration of EU workers should be auditing their workforce. What's the concentration? How has recruitment been since 2015? To see the trend for the last sort of 3 years to see if there's any effect on that for employees. Secondly, they can look at understanding the system themselves. Do they know what their employees need from them to register for settled status? Because providing this information could be really useful to help an employee do their application. And thirdly, they need to be able to inform their employees of what's happening to help them make their applications, but without treading into the territory of giving immigration advice, which would be an illegal offence. I've been collecting together various different documents and blogs, and we'll pop a link to that collection in the YouTube blog. But in the meantime, if anyone has any comments or questions, they can just find me or Gareth or the wider MLP team and drop us an email or call. Thanks.
So on.